You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. It's Belynda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your weekly prediction edition. As always, the predictions are based on confirmed spoilers. I'll be sure and tell you what's spoiler and what's prediction, because I always want to be very clear with you guys. I never want to mislead you when something is not a confirmed spoiler. I've got 3 for you this week. One is about Drew and Cyrus. Another is about Nina and what's going to happen to her. And another is about Charlotte and Anna. I'm going to dig into these in just a second, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our GH updates. All right, let's dig right in. Drew Cain, I predict, is going to be out of prison soon, is going to set his sights on Cyrus Renault. In last week's GH episodes, Alexis Davis and Gregory Chase lured Judge Kim to her office for an interview on false pretenses. Then they slammed him with the reveal that they've got the goods to prove that he's buddy-buddy with a billionaire and acting in a conflict of interest with his judgeship. Judge Kim blustered and said she can't publish it, but Alexis said she can and will, unless he converts Drew's sentence to time served and sets him free, because it was an unfair sentencing. The judge threatened her back and said she should be in jail, and then he stormed out. Alexis thought that she blew it, but then she realized the ploy worked. I mean, bottom line is the judge has no proof of her trying to blackmail him. It's her word and Gregory's word against his. Plus, Alexis has the goods on him. She's got the travel manifest and documents that can ruin his career. He would be disbarred just like Alexis is now, and he definitely tried to salt that wound, but it didn't really work. By the end of, I think it was Friday's episode, Alexis heard that Judge Kim asked to see Drew's file, and he's reconsidering his sentence. So Drew should be out soon. But what then? Clearly, he's got a romantic reunion with Carly Spencer ahead. But more importantly, Drew is going to go back into protector mode. Cyrus Renault just got out of prison, and there are tons of people in Port Chuck absolutely terrified of that man for very good reason. Chief among them are Portia and Trina Robinson. Remember, he held them hostage at gunpoint along with Laura Spencer. Spoilers for Monday, October 23rd say Portia faces Cyrus and she's not happy. Then on Friday, October 27th, Trina sees Cyrus too and she is freaking out. Thursday, the 26th, Curtis is furious, likely for the same reason. And of course, he's in a wheelchair and he feels like he can't protect his wife or daughter. That's going to be very frustrating. And next week, we have Dex reporting to Sonny, no doubt, about what went on with Cyrus, what happened with Mason and Ava, all that. Laura Spencer, I think, is less terrified of Cyrus, but she definitely doesn't want her big brother on the loose in Port Charles either. There are a ton of people who do not want him on the loose, and Sonny now knows that Cyrus has been pulling strings from behind bars. I would anticipate that Carly's ex-husband and her current boyfriend team up to target Cyrus and take him down once and for all. Let's hope, and we'll wait and see. All right, our second prediction is that Nina Reeves soon thinks she's in the clear. She's going to think she got away with the SEC stuff, and then boom, hammer drops. So if you watched my most recent video on this topic, you will know, yes, Michal Corinthos wusses out and he doesn't use the evidence he has to ruin Nina's life. I know a lot of you guys wanted it to happen, but instead, as I prior predicted, Wednesday, October 25th, GH Spoilers confirm that Michal blackmails her and uses the leverage to control her rather than busting her out to his dad, Sonny Corinthos. He was going to bust her out, but then he was thinking about how his dad would feel, and he just got cold feet, and he's not going to tell Sonny. But I also suspect that Ned is going to get his memories back during November sweeps, which runs from the 26th of October through November 22nd. And once Ned has his memories back and he's no longer Eddie, surely he is going to do the dirty work that Michal should have done once he got the info. So I think after Michal lays out the blackmail, Nina thinks, okay, I can deal with following Michal's rules as long as he doesn't tell Sonny. And then she's going to, I think, breathe and think, I'm going to get away with it. I'm just going to stick to his demands and it's all going to be good. I'm going to get to keep Sonny. I'm going to get to keep Willow. And of course, Nina will do anything to preserve her new marriage to Sonny Corinthos. Michael's first demand is that he is the one who will decide when and how much she gets to see her daughter Willow Tate. Being real, Michael can't cut off her access completely to Willow because then Willow would know something is up. But Michael can definitely dial it back along with her access to Wiley. He can even force Nina to cancel plans with her or to put off plans. So he can put it all on it so it looks like Nina is pulling back from them. I think Michael is that diabolical. Nina's already made do with scraps for more than a year, so I'm sure she will settle for what she can get and make the most of any time that she can have with them. And so I think we're going to have, maybe a week or two of Nina relaxing and, thinking, okay, all right, it's all going to be all right. And then when she adjusts to her new reality, that's when Eddie Maine turns back to Ned and blows her out of the water. He's not going to settle for blackmail. He won't hesitate for a minute. Ned will throw her under the bus with both hands to clear his name because remember, he was suspected of doing the SEC report. And I think this will blindside Nina because she is going to think she got away with it all. This is going to be messy, not coming out in the way I think a lot of people expected it to. So we'll see. All right, my final prediction is that Charlotte doesn't know what she's been doing to Anna. The whole thing with the Victor Cassadine mind control thing is that the people he's controlling generally don't know what they've done while they were activated and acting under orders. That was true with Drew Cain. And remember, Dante Falconeri was programmed by the WSB, if you recall, and he didn't remember what he did while he was under. He kept spouting the mission, and he was scary. And Drew was off killing people when he was programmed. Valentine tried low-key to get Charlotte to open up to him, and she didn't. And then on Friday, October the 20th, Laura Spencer tried to get her to open up, and she didn't get anywhere either. That might be because Charlotte Cassadine isn't in control of herself when she does these deeds. I mean, I think it would be easier to stomach for viewers, for Laura, for Valentine, and even when he has to go to Anna about this finally, if Charlotte wasn't acting of her own volition. Right now, Valentine and Laura are completely accurate that Victor somehow warped Charlotte to hate Anna Devane. But I'm just not entirely certain that Charlotte knows exactly what she's doing. Remember, Peter August used a tarot card to activate Drew to be the soldier, as they called him, that would blindly follow orders. Drew knew he was being used, but he just couldn't remember all the things he'd done while under the programming. And since Victor sent that letter to Charlotte, maybe it was to set her up to be controlled in the event that something happened to him. She might have been his failsafe to make sure Anna would never get her happily ever after with his son Valentine. The big question is whether Charlotte is acting on Victor's orders from beyond the grave with her full knowledge, or if she's basically a mindless minion who can be turned off and on at a whim. Remember, there was a key phrase that went with the tarot cards, and Victor had plenty of people working for him, plenty of minions. So I wonder if we're going to get some kind of flashback scenes of someone texting or calling Charlotte with the code phrase and directions. Victor might have left a minion with a playbook of very specific directions of, in the event of my death, I want you to activate my granddaughter Charlotte to do this and this and this. This prediction is based on things we have seen already happen and things we've seen Victor do in the past rather than spoilers. So there are no Charlotte spoilers for the next 2 weeks. But just as we got that flashback scene of Charlotte opening the package of tarot cards and that letter from Victor while she was at boarding school, I predict we may get other flashback scenes. They might even have Charles Shaughnessy shoot some flashback scenes, even though Victor's dead. Some pre-death scenes setting all this up. We'll have to wait and see. But I definitely, see a hard road ahead for Charlotte if she's doing this all of her own choice. But if she's programmed and doesn't know, they can strip it out of her brain just like they did with Dante and with Drew Cain. Paging Dr. Andre Maddox, right? He's the one who's able to clear up that programming. All right, that's all of the predictions I have for GH this week. Please drop your comments, whether you agree, disagree, have some different ideas. Drop your comments. I read them all. I love talking soaps with you guys. Please click subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely click a like if you enjoyed this prediction edition, and come back soon tuned to Talk General Hospital with me again soon. This has been Belynda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.